Shalom, shalom. I wanted to share my testimony as to why I don't wear makeup anymore. And I wanted to share the origin of cosmetics. And I wanted to give a word of encouragement to my sisters in the faith in Jesus Christ. The origin of cosmetics, we can find that in the book of Enoch, chapter 8, verse 1. It talks about a fallen angel who taught men to make swords and daggers and shields and breastplates, and he showed them after these things in the art of making them, bracelets and ornaments in the art of making up the eyes and of beautifying the eyelids. Then there became great impiety and much fornication, and they went astray, and all of their ways became corrupt. This is what the fallen angel, one of the fallen angels, this is what they taught men to do. This is what they taught the women to do. We can even see why people associate, well, I know back in the olden days, in the church that I grew up in, if they see a woman with lipstick on or makeup, they will say that you are a Jezebel, or that's a Jezebel spirit. Because in 2 Kings chapter 9, verse 30, the prophet Jehu came into town, and Jezebel heard about it. So she went to go paint her eyelids and to adorn her head. Now we know that spirit, when women wear makeup, because I know even when I was wearing makeup, it did bring on a spirit of pride, vanity, lust, seduction, control, even mind control and deception. All of that in one, because it's a doctrine, it's a teaching of an angel that fell from heaven because of disobedience. That's where that's from. And God says that I gave you natural pigmentation. I gave you natural lip color, a natural nail bed color, natural eye color, natural eyelashes and eyebrows. And then woo-wee, would you look at my beautiful creation? You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139, chapter 14. I had to add that woo-wee on because that was God speaking to me, and I wrote. But another revelation that I want to read, when you look up the word fearfully in Webster's, another word for fearfully is remarkably, which means in a way that is worthy of attention. We are fearfully and wonderfully made because we are made in the image of YHWH God. So the enemy tries to make the image of God not so fearful, not so wonderful, by hiding the natural beauty with a false beauty that degrades Yahweh's masterpiece, his image, which is us. That was a powerful revelation because it's the truth. He don't want to look at us in our natural state because it looked too much like God. And so that's why he, if you notice even what's going on in the world today, with the contouring of the face and the powdering and the shimmer and the false eyelashes. And it's like you don't even look like yourself after you do all that. You look like a completely different person. And that's what the enemy wants us to look like, a different person, not of God. He wants us to carry on that doctrine, from the fallen angel because it's not of God. So, my story, my deliverance actually came, over time. I stopped wearing the false hair. I would do another segment about that. But I stopped wearing the false hair. I stopped wearing the eyeliner. Then I stopped wearing the lipstick and the foundation. And then the mascara. Then I had to let my eyebrows grow back because I used to get them waxed. And it was so choppy. And it's still growing back. And it's been like 3 years. But it's, growing back in place. The follicles, I try to massage them and keep them circulated. Because after waxing them so many times and over the process, over the years, it kind of messes them up. But God's grace had allowed me to have them to grow back. And my eyelashes, with using the mascara a lot, it made them very, I guess, short, you can say. So those are growing back. And of course, I haven't wore false hair in a couple of years. So that's how my process began. And one by one, God just was removing the layers of, falsehood, removing the layers of lust through the lipstick and through the foundation and through the false hair, because that's not who I was, and that's not how I want my Father to view me, and that's not how he views me when he sees me. He wants to see himself when he look at us, physically, and then of course when we give our life to Christ, he wants to see the fruit that we have given our lives to him.